would say specifically is dance going into ballet, dance theater, and now it's more movement art and healing. It's kind of evolved. Over time I used to work with a lot of people, and now I'm working with less people but deeper. For example, in the dance world, people that are just stuck in shapes, whether it's modern or ballet or contemporary, people that are hung up on perfection and how that's kind of bound them, like literally and emotionally. And when I did my graduate work, I started researching Jungian psychology and kind of getting into the internal dance of people. I started getting into musical theater as a child because they don't put little boys in dance class. When I found the first dance concert that I saw, I remember specifically what I saw, I was like, oh, what is this? And I was seeing these shapes and colors and moving bodies. And my dad came up to me and he said, if I ever see you doing that shit on stage, I'll whip you off that stage so fast you don't want to know what happened to me. And they were like giving me ultimatums. And when I decided to dance, I had to leave them. I left Ohio, I had to change my degree, I dropped out being pre-med. It was a big thing. So I had to fight to dance. It was a very, very traumatic thing. I think I really believe in dance on a lot of levels. It's not just a dance class, it's emotional, it's sexual, it's spiritual, it's psychological. It has a lot of value on a lot of levels. I really believe in that, and I've fought for that for a long time. I don't only just do my work in my shows, my performance art, I also support people to come with me. So like every month we do this series where there'll be an artist or a painter or a sculptor, the people that come along with me. So it's not just everybody dance for John to do his thing. It's also where people are at, and I bring them with me, not only making art as a product, but also, for example, you just talked to Sonia, who's 84. She's been with me for 16 years.
I feel, in a sense, younger. My body feels younger. My body feels good, and of course, then I feel good. So it's John's approach, it's John's personality, his generosity. He's a very generous person. We know that he's giving everything he can. I find that very moving.
I'm a dancer. Anyway, I was a dancer practically all my life since I was a young kid. Then I was in an accident, bus accident. I was hit by a bus, and I had to go like 2 years of recuperation, rehabilitation. No matter what kind of mood you're in, when you start moving your body anyway, even if you just go walking, but when you go dance anyway, it's a way to heal.
Movement gives them, for some people, a mantra that keeps them centered. For others, a way to express their emotions that they may not be able to express in other ways. A lot of times men have a lot of difficulty in expressing, at least verbally. But through movement, some men are extremely expressive.
I consciously make choices to make it a safe space. For example, a lot of people come to me with sexual trauma, and I don't go, I know people that label that as, you're a survivor. But I'm like, but when you use that word survivor, you're labeling yourself to the trauma. And I'm like, let's talk about you as a human with potential.
Twist single and own it.
And a queen.
When a river flows, you see a stick that's cut on a rock, and you can see the water and it's going like this. And all of a sudden, it could be there for 10 years, and all of a sudden it just goes whoosh. And a lot of people, I see that with a lot of people that have worked with me, like all of a sudden something just lets go, and it's just whoosh, and this huge psychic shift.
Love that feeling of just presenting myself, letting my arms go, my fingers go, just letting my body, just go to movements.
I think art, in any way we do it, helps us find who we are so that we can be better at being a person, being better to people around us, being better in the world.
My language is, we're humans, and let's talk about rate and color and vibration in the space and in the body. Don't get hung up on male or female or social constructs, and women and men do this, because it limits our potential, not only in movement, but in our life.